These beauties, I call them my Carnivore Dream Buns. So I kind of went down this crazy curvy little path, but what happened caught me so off guard. I had just created the most beautiful buns. I think I nailed it. I kind of shocked myself. Okay, I need a show of hands. If you have ever tried a carnivore biscuit, a bread, a bun, and then you just kind of immediately thought, oh, that was disappointing. What the heck? Raise your hand. Do not lie. You know you've tried it. You know you've tried them. Remember, you're like, that one is way too eggy. That one's too crumbly. And oh my dear, I think I just swallowed a sponge. Literally, have you ever had the carnivore sponge bread? Yes, I have. It's not good. I literally had given up. I tried to find the perfect carnivore bun. There was something about every recipe I tried that I just did not love. So I actually came up with this little recipe concoction that uses only 4 simple ingredients. And I tell you what, when I first saw these coming out of my oven, oh my gosh, I kind of just stared at them just in disbelief. I was shocked, and I might have jumped up and down a couple times. I had just created the most beautiful buns, and then I made biscuits, and then I made a dinner roll, and they were just like my grandma used to make. They were beautiful. They were not sunk in on the top or sunk in on the bottom. They had a beautiful brown color to them. They were sturdy and they were strong, and I cut them and they looked beautiful on the inside. I took a bite. There was no weirdness in my mouth. They had a great bite to them, and they didn't look weird. And heaven forbid they did not taste like scrambled eggs. Might I say, I nailed it. By the way, the 4 ingredients I used, they were not pork rinds, no cheeses, and no baking powder. And you don't have to whip any egg whites. You ready to see how this is done? Let's go. Okay, let me show you what we're going to use today. We're going to use 2 large eggs. We will do a mild blend on these eggs only. The eggs are a binder, so they provide the moisture. Next ingredient, we're using butter powder. The brand I have used and tested is It's Just Butter Powder, nothing else. So the butter powder is what gives these buns a rich and buttery flavor. It also just helps create that beautiful soft crumb. We're going to do heavy cream powder. I have consistently used Anthony's Goods heavy cream powder. So the heavy cream powder just adds some richness. It kind of balances the texture and just gives these buns a much more bread-like bite. It works together with the butter powder to keep them very soft. Egg white powder. I only use a very tiny amount of this. It is very, very necessary, and it does not give a spongy texture. Trust me on that one. So the egg white powder just adds some structure. It just helps hold everything together without making the buns dense. It just gives a strength to the dough while still kind of keeping the inside very light. Okay, this is not included in the ingredients because it's not necessary, but I add salt. I just add a little bit of salt to everything that I make. Okay, and then I also have a bowl of water here. We're going to use that when we start rolling the dough out. We have a cookie sheet with some parchment paper. These are free-forming buns. They hold their shape, so however you shape them, they will stay in that shape. But you can use silicone molds. I got these off Amazon. They're the Sweet Baker. So our oven is on 325. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to whisk our eggs just till they're combined. Okay, next thing we're going to do, we are going to combine all of our dry ingredients all at one time. Here's our egg white powder, add a little salt. That's optional, of course. And then just take your fork and just kind of mix your dry ingredients just a little bit. Now we're going to pour our egg in here. So just pour it in. Okay, so here's the easy part. You're just going to take a fork and you're basically just going to cut in all the way around and keep doing this. It will not take that long. It looks like it's going to take forever, but it comes around really quickly. Keep cutting in, keep turning your bowl. Every once in a while, you can do that. Just kind of pull your powder in a little bit. Okay, we are getting very close. You just want to do this until you pretty much have all the white powder incorporated. And once you get it incorporated, you're done. So you can kind of see, let me show you the consistency here. You can tell it's just like a very thick, clumpy, but it stays together. You want it to be like in a little bit of a drop biscuit type of texture, to where you could just go like that. That's what you want. Quick favor to ask, could you hit that like button below? That would be a huge help to my small channel. Kind of helps it grow a little bit quicker. YouTube will push my videos out. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you. Let's get back to the video. So we're gonna start rolling this. So I'm going to make different shapes because I want to show you how they hold their shape in the oven. So the first thing you do, I kind of wet my hands a little bit, makes everything just easily slide off that fork, because we're going to use a spoon to kind of scoop it into my hand, okay? So you can kind of wet your spoon a little bit. We'll get a little, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do just kind of like a little dinner roll. So just roll it, drop it. I think I'm gonna make a horseshoe there. There, let's do that. I haven't tried that one before. Okay, this is ready to put in the oven, 325 degrees, 163 degrees Celsius. Bag up your ingredients. That way they're always ready and you don't have to get all these ingredients out every time you start to make this. This is 3 ingredients in here: egg white powder, heavy cream powder, and butter powder. I just put a note on the bottom. It needs 2 eggs, and we're gonna cook at that temperature and time. And if you like to make a bigger batch, make a double batch. I just wanted you to know about what this is going to make. Those look spectacular. I told you. They just hold the same shape. Look at that drop bun right there. One thing I wanted to mention, you will see just a little bit of butter at the bottom. That is normal. My little hamburger bun, look. Not sunk in on the bottom. Beautifully brown. Ow! I love the drop biscuits. Look at the brownness on there. The bottom. My little horseshoe, it actually looks like a dog turd. Sorry. It was supposed to be a horseshoe, yeah. But you see how it held its shape, right? Pretty. Oh my gosh. Those are amazing. This is one of the bigger buns that I formed and made. The only thing that I noticed is I kept it in for about 5 minutes longer because it was a bigger bun. So normally I make about that size. Look at that. And like I said, a few of these are with the Anthony's Goods butter powder that has less fat. And I don't remember which one was which, but that could be why the color is a little different there. But you can see, no sunken in bottoms. No sunken in bottoms. They're beautiful. I know it looks darker than it is on here, but that just also helps give it that bite. I really like it. These are absolutely beautiful. Yeah, these are beautiful. They are magnificent. With no baking powder, no cream cheese, no flour, no sugar, no seed oils. You didn't have to whip any eggs, and no pork rinds. These are amazing. You gotta try them. As always, my name is Becky, and I really appreciate you spending your time with me today. I will see you in the next video.